So this is a video about my total hip replacement, which I had in November 2023. As you can see from the x-ray, the arthritis I had was quite bad. So the story is I had an x-ray in 2017 and then another one in 2023. And then following this I had the operation in November. The clip now is from the first time in hospital, sort of just after the operation, so you're encouraged to move as soon as possible. Obviously this will be painful with the scars, so the exercises I could do in the hospital bed were contracting my quads, so trying to press my knees down and hold for about 10 seconds, taking my legs out to the side, and certainly the left one to start off with was worse than the right, and for a few weeks the sort of exercises were behind certainly the ease which I could do it with the right leg as demonstrated here. Just trying to bend my legs up, so pulling my knee up towards me as best as I could in bed. Sometimes with the left one I just needed a hand with this. And then the other exercise was trying to bridge, so bending both knees up and just trying to lift my bottom up and down. And really this made getting in and out of bed a lot easier as soon as I could get stronger with this. The thing they don't tell you really post-op is that the nurses often wake you up every hour to take your blood pressure on night 1 and on night 2 as well a lot of the time, and obviously all you want to do is sleep. So this isn't really welcome, but it's obviously necessary medically. So this is at home rehabilitating. Sitting down on a chair and standing were really painful to start off with because it sort of spread out the scar. To not sit too low as well, had to have a couple of cushions on a chair, and again sitting exercises were just things like knee extension. With the left leg I just needed more help with this, and sometimes I had to sort of hold my leg to assist with this. Really sort of everything will be tiring when you get back the first few days. So basically my tip would be, if you need to stop and sleep, then do. Just, get your energy back. So for example, on day 1, at home, it took me about 2 hours to wash and dress because everything was just a bit painful. And so, I slept for about 3 hours after that. So days can be quite tiring. Standing exercises as well, demonstrated here, just going up and down on heels, again taking your legs out to the side and legs back and just trying to march on the spot. Those were the sort of simple things I had to do. The pain relief at this time, I'd stopped taking any opioids, which I had done in hospital, and was just on an anti-inflammatory called celecoxib. I was also on paracetamol and taking rivaroxaban, which is a blood thinner, but as celecoxib is an anti-inflammatory that you can take with that. Just demonstrated here, holding on for balance, just taking your legs out to the side, and the exercises at this time would be really simple. Obviously I'm going to say this as a physio, but exercise is absolutely essential to getting better with a total hip replacement. In my case, I had a double total hip replacement, probably due to a birth defect, but I don't know the cause of it, but it meant I had arthritis at quite a young age, so needed this operation as the pain was sort of waking me up at night at the time. Really for mobility around the house, I was on elbow crutches, which will be shown in the next bit, and just getting better very slowly at this point. Your appetite will increase, I would say, as well. Mine was pretty low when I got home, but it will pick up. And so on elbow crutches here, to begin with, obviously had to look out for the dog, but just doing simple steps and just stepping 2. You can do what's called a step through gait. This is elbow crutches in front and a step 2 gait, which is quite slow, but it depends how much pain you're in. When you're turning around after a total hip replacement, just turn around slowly. And demonstrated here, you can step through with one foot as well, and sort of try and get that sort of gait pattern back to normal. So I will be putting videos on for week 2 and week 3, and so I had the operation in November 23. I'm sort of giving the commentary on this video in May 24, and I'll be putting videos on later down the journey.